Welcome back to somewhere in the Pacific.
Yes, we're floating our way up the coast towards LA.
We are. We have left our last port behind us.
We have.
We are now non-stop to LA, where we will deliver the ship ready for her West Coast run.
Yes, but we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to the series if you have been following along.
If you are new here, we have Travels with David.
And Mark, we bring you along for weekly cruise and travel-related videos.
Yes, we are on an epic trip, which is starting to come to the end, sadly, but we've still got a few more things coming up. We have been from Orlando to Miami, through the Panama Canal, a few stops along the way, and as we said, we are now non-stop to LA.
Bobbing along. We're on our last 2 sea days before we get to LA.
Of a 16-night trip, so if you haven't been watching, you can go back
and watch
after this video, you can watch this.
And stick around, because later on we'll be taking you for our journey home, including a look at the brand new Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse at LA International Airport.
Truth be told, we've already done a couple of activities, so we'll put some quick clips in of Risky Quizness.
Yes, and Disco Circus.
Disco Circus starts like many other club nights on Virgin Voyages, with the Happenings cast dancing amongst you on the dance floor. But throughout the night, things start to take a different turn when the dual reality cast join on stage to perform classic 70s choreographed dance numbers. Disco Circus is usually held on the last night of a voyage and closes out with some spectacular displays of acrobatics, all set to classic disco beats.
And then last night...
Yeah, last night was a new show for us.
Yes, Out of Time.
Yeah, now we did get to see a little snippet of it on the Friends and Family sailing last year.
Yes.
But we literally caught the first sort of 5 minutes and then it went tech.
Yeah,
so
there was a technical issue and they stopped the performance. So we got to see the full show this time.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed it slightly more than you did. I don't feel the need to see it again.
It's obviously a very personal thing. Lots of people love it.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's not very Virgin.
No.
It's like the sort of show that you would see on a mainstream other cruise line.
And I think maybe that's a gap they're trying to plug. Maybe they've had some feedback that there's none of those sorts of shows on. I like the concept of it. So essentially what happens is there's a time machine and they're going through different time periods. They go to back to the Jurassic period, the 50s. I think what puts me off is the music choices for the time periods they're in. Okay. I think for me, that's a bit jarring. I think what maybe could have been done and still stuck to the time travelling aspect of it is go to the 20s, the 50s, 80s, 90s, and play music from those periods. Because I think, was it during the dinosaur age they were playing Lady Gaga?
Yeah, but they didn't have music back then.
No. Yeah, I don't know what music they would play for that part otherwise.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And it might just be me being very close-minded and not kind of, the willing suspense of disbelief that you're supposed to have in these things. But that, for me, I think, did not help with my lack of enjoyment.
There are bits that try to make it a bit silly, like the time machine as a microwave. But the jokes just didn't seem to land.
No, there weren't. We didn't hear many laughs amongst the audience.
It's not for me. I'm going to say it.
No, and that is fine. It might be for you. If you've not seen it, go see it, because
give it a try.
And if you don't like it, you don't have to go see it again. No one's going to force you.
I won't be seeing it again.
One positive I will give it, the tech aspects and the way that they integrate some of the technology is very clever.
Because if you've been in the Red Room, the screens, they use those quite well.
They use the screens really well. I think there's a camera on the back of the microwave, and then they put the live images onto the screen in a way. It's hard to describe, but it's very cleverly done so that you've got the live pictures of the cast on the screens. I'm not doing it justice. But yes, overall, we shan't be returning to that show, I don't think, unless it changes.
But after that, mild disappointment. It's time now to get ready for dinner. We're going to Test Kitchen.
Yes, we weren't originally going to be there tonight, but then we've discovered it's menu A, which is the beef, mushroom, chocolate dessert, the original menu. And we feel like we've not done it for ages, so we're going to do that. But for that, we need to get changed.
We do.
Ta-da!
We're ready for dinner.
We are. Before we go to Test Kitchen, we do want to just say a huge thank you to one of our wanderers.
Yes, Mimi, thank you so much for the lovely gifts that you gave us earlier.
Yes, Mimi tracked us down. Well, actually, not tracked us down. That sounds a bit creepy. We agreed to meet, and we met and had a nice chat, and she gave us some lovely gifts.
She did, and one for Coco as well.
And one for Coco.
Coco will love it, so thank you so much.
There were some personalised coasters and some nice pin badges, and then a little comforter for Coco as well. So she'll enjoy that when we get home.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Mimi. It meant a lot. And the card you gave us, which we won't share because it was a nice personal message inside, was very kind.
Yes, and if you did want to join Mimi and our other wanderers, shameless plug, you can join our membership programme if you so desire.
I wouldn't call it a programme. There's one level, it's $1.99, and it's just a little bit of extra support.
Well, yeah, and we appreciate it.
We do, very much.
Yes, anyway, let's go to Test Kitchen.
Yes.
Fill our bellies with lovely food.
Yes. And then after that, we have Dual Reality.
We do have Dual Reality, yes. Usually a Scarlet Lady staple.
Mm-hmm.
It's now moved. It's on Brilliant Lady now, not Scarlet Lady.
No, and we've heard there are a few changes. So we will see if those come to fruition.
Yes.
Dual Reality is a modern retelling of Romeo and Juliet, where two groups battle for power with displays of acrobatics, whilst a love story grows quietly in the background. It's a powerful show with some equally powerful messages of togetherness, and is a must-see if you're on Brilliant Lady.
Well, as always, Dual Reality did not disappoint.
It's so good.
I challenge anyone to find a more talented cast than the ones doing Dual Reality, because doing that on a moving ship, I don't know how.
No, I don't know how.
And as for the differences, I would say it did feel different. I'm just a bit frustrated at myself because I don't know the show intimately enough to pick out what the different bits were. But I'm sure there was a new music.
Something felt different.
Something felt different, but great.
Oh yeah, really good. Yes.
Yeah, definitely go see that. That's something that if we ever see on the ships, we will go and watch.
Yeah, I think we've said this before in previous series, but the is it the Diablo? People that do the Diablo.
It's normally the referee does a Diablo.
It's crazy that the things they can do with a bit of string and a stick.
Yeah. Well, there's one bit where he threw it off the string, it bounced on the floor and then came back to it. He also had some sort of backspin on it and came directly back to his hand.
Yeah.
Baffles me.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Anyway, we are exhausted.
We are. It is time for slumber.
We're going to go to bed. Is tomorrow our last sea day?
Tomorrow's our last sea day. Our last full day.
So we'll bring you along for what we get up to tomorrow, and then we've got to pack, and then we'll bring you along for disembarkation.
Yes.
The sad times that is.
Yeah.
Night.
And it's the final sea day.
Yes, good morning to you all.
Good morning to you all. We've been up a little bit. So far, we went and met Kathy and Jessica, who are a couple of our viewers.
We popped down to the SIP lounge.
They insisted they buy us a drink, so we let that happen.
So thank you so much. We much appreciated
that. Yes, and we had a lovely chat.
We did, yes. And then we went up to the galley for some lunch.
Yes, the special today was in hot off the press was a chicken tikka wrap. And it was
so good. Yes, if you are on one of these longer sailings, we say it every time, but make sure you check out the daily specials, not only in the galley, but across all the restaurants.
Yes, and as we said previously, I can't remember if it was in this vlog or a previous vlog, the galley has been a bit hit and miss.
Yeah, but
today was a hit.
That was so tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, yes. We are just doing a bit of walking and talking. We're on the way to our new favourite place.
The Draft House.
Yes, for a drink with Sarah, maybe Nicole.
Hopefully Nicole will join.
Yes, but probably just Sarah and...
Hopefully Cara Couture will be joining. Or Cara out of drag may turn up.
Yes, Grant, I believe.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens. And then, talking of specials...
Yes, it is Beef Wellington night in the galley, which if you are a regular Virgin Voyager, you'll know is a crowd favourite.
Yes.
So we're going to go for that for dinner, then hopefully catch the early show of Red Hot.
But that won't be in this vlog.
Oh, okay.
You probably have already seen that.
Oh, yes, in Things We've Never Done.
Things We've Never Done
Because it's new to us.
Yes.
And we also need to pack.
We do, yes. So we're going to do all of that, and then we'll see you at some point later.
Come along. Good morning from LA.
Yes, Brilliant Lady and us have arrived into LA.
We have delivered her safely. She is now home in the West Coast.
Yes, so that all of you lovely West Coast people can now experience our lovely lady.
Yes, you're welcome.
So last night, Beef Wellington, a raving success.
Yes, I just wish that was available all the time.
I understand why it's not, because that must be a headache to cook that many Beef Wellingtons.
And they've got them at varying levels as well. So if you want it done medium, we had it medium rare. And it was, I would say, probably the most tender steak I've had across any of the ships. Like it was like a butter knife and one slice straight through. Oh, so tasty.
Nice. Yeah, love that.
Good way to end.
Absolutely. And then it was a different video, but we saw Red Hot. I just want to say, I know we said it in the last video, it's so good.
Incredible. Go see that if you can.
Yeah.
It is insane.
Yes.
Yes.
And this morning we've got up, we're off the ship.
We are. Disembarkation wasn't too bad. I think we're very lucky that there is a separate Rockstar line, so that helps us get off. The regular line looked quite long, but seemed to be moving.
So it wrapped all the way around deck 7, all the way outside. So it was long, but it was moving.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And Nirmal, the CEO of Virgin Voyages himself,
was there to greet us.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Yeah.
A lovely touch.
Yes,
so we had
it
a quick picture,
a quick
camera
chat.
noise.
We had a quick chat with him.
We did.
Before jumping in an Uber over to our hotel.
Which is the Sheraton Park Hotel Anaheim Resort, which I'm so sorry, one of our viewers mentioned it on a live when we were talking about this previously. So we took your advice and we booked it. So we're here now. So if that was you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. We are, for us in real time, we are now off to
Disney California Adventure. Very excited.
In a theme park. But that's not for you.
No.
That will be in a future video.
Yes, we're keeping things virgin, and we're going to show you now us going home with Virgin Atlantic, and very kindly Virgin Atlantic have given us access to their new LA Clubhouse at LAX.
I can't wait to see what that's about.
No, it's just gone past its 1-year anniversary, so it's still really new.
Yes, so we'll take you along for that, then the flight home, and then we'll give you a bit more of a chat.
Yes, once we see lovely Cokie
But if you do want to see our reaction to Disney, then look out for those videos in the future.
Yes, they shall be coming shortly. And now we're here at LAX.
We're at LAX airport.
Yes, we sailed through.
We've arrived stupidly early for our flight.
I got very, very stressed because we got a text message, and we'd heard it in the news as well, that apparently there's a government shutdown which is affecting TSA, which is security, when you're going through security. So I was like, we need to get there super early to give us plenty of time.
And also we needed to allow enough time to get the taxi from the hotel in Hollywood Studios to here.
That took about 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Yes. And it should take about 30 minutes.
Yes, so the traffic was bad.
So we need to leave enough time for traffic and TSA.
And bag drop opened. I read that bag drop opens 4 hours before, so bag drop should have opened at 6:30, 16:30, 4:30, and we got here at 4:10, and it was already open.
And we are now through security, and it is 4:25.
Well, and no, but that's misleading. We actually got through in 13 minutes because we faffed around a bit afterwards before we started this.
Because you have to get redressed, don't you, after security?
Yes.
Belt back on. Luckily, we didn't have to take our shoes off.
No.
That's always a faff.
But yeah, so bags dropped, through security in 13 minutes. That must be some sort of record.
So I'm not going to say don't leave time.
Because it might be different on the day you come. For reference as well, it is a Thursday. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. Who knows?
It is Thursday, April 9th.
I'm struggling with the bags. So we are now, that means we've got more time, hopefully, in the lounge.
Yes, so we are about to go into, as we said earlier,
the Virgin Atlantic
Clubhouse. Exciting.
It's only just over a year old. It's nice and new. Ooh. Give me a cocktail and some food.
Do they do redheads?
Oh, I hope so.
By the way, that wasn't an invitation for
gingers.
Things to happen to me. Do they do gingers?
Bye.
Bye.
And relax.
We are in the Virgin Voyages. No, we're not.
And relax.
Yes, we are in the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse.
We are.
More specifically, actually, we're in the Royal Box.
Because we're royal, don't you know? We're all wave. We're better than you.
No, we're not. And I think we said it earlier.
Yes, we have very kindly been invited in by Virgin Atlantic because we are not in upper.
No.
As much as we wish we were. We're in economy, which is fine. Virgin Atlantic economy is actually lovely.
Fantastic, yes. But yeah, we've been invited in to have a look at the new clubhouse, to sample it all, to show you guys. So first up, we have a redhead.
We do, which is tradition in the clubhouse.
Yes.
And they are so good. And we've been welcomed in by Mara.
Yes, she's fabulous. She's going to give us a tour later, so we'll show you
so we
around.
get to see everything. We've got the food menu, we've got the drinks menu.
I need to be really careful not to gulp, please.
It's so tasty and dangerous.
We dangerous because they're so tasty, and also we've got quite a lot of time here.
Yeah, so on the way here, we said that we arrived early because we thought of the TSA would be a nightmare. So it is now 4:44 and our flight is at 8:30.
We'll board like an hour before that.
Yeah, I think, we'll board in 3 hours. So we've got 3 hours here. But what better place to be? It's first impressions. Like I said, we've only come in and we've been directed into the Royal Box,
which is like a little secluded area within the room.
It's gorgeous. I've got a little dimmer. I can control the lighting.
Go on then. I thought you were going to...
Ooh. But it's plush, it's comfy, I love the colours.
It's giving me roundabout vibes a
little bit. It's like we're back at the draft house
on Virgin Voyages.
Sarah and Nicole, we wish you were here.
It's definitely got that feel to it.
It does.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Anyway.
So we're going to drink these. We've got some waters as well just to rehydrate because the walk, one other thing we didn't mention is that we are in the Tom Bradley terminal. But we entered at Terminal 2 and then walked to Tom Bradley. The walk took nearly as long as dropping bags and going through security.
Yes, it's quite far.
It's about a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
But we're here now.
We're here, yes. So come along as we take you around this clubhouse to sample the goods.
Well, we've settled in.
We have. We've had, maybe an hour or so of just chill.
Yes, we've done a little explore.
Yes. What a lovely space.
It's
just
gorgeous.
To sit, relax. It's so plush, calming.
Yes, the colours are very Virgin. It's like lots of reds and burgundies. Oh, So just outside of the Royal Box where we are, it's a very clever idea, actually. They've got a big TV. At the moment, it's got the news on. I'm assuming you can ask for it to be changed if you want it to be. But rather than blaring that out and kind of disrupting people around it, you get headsets.
Yeah, you can ask for a headset.
One of these things.
So you can sit and watch whatever's on the telly without disturbing people.
And turn it up to a volume that's comfortable for you, because there's nothing worse, is there, when the telly's on and then people are talking and you're like trying to, like, I want to listen to this.
It's either that or it's too loud, so perfect.
Yes, brilliant idea. There's a retail therapy spot over there as well.
Yeah, you can get some branded merch.
We shan't be doing that. As we love Virgin Atlantic, but we spent far too much money on this trip already.
And then just further down, there's some, if you wanted to do some personal like work calls or, well, any personal calls really.
Or if you just wanted a bit of sensory deprivation.
Yeah, there's some individual soundproof booths, which are really cool. They're named after recording studios from Virgin Records.
Yeah, so one of them's called the Manor, which is very fitting. Because we've just come off Virgin, where one of the venues is called the Manor.
After his first record studio.
Yes.
Very good.
Facts.
And then, if you want to go even further into the relaxation Zen mode...
Keep going past.
There's a Zen den, where you can do yoga.
Are you having a meltdown?
Yes. Where you can do yoga.
There's there's a name for it, a magic mirror, is it? Where... It's a mirror, but you can press things on it.
Yes.
And I think that will tell you how to do certain poses, workouts. There's some weights in there.
Like light weights to do a light workout if you wanted to.
Yes, and there's also a makeup mirror and area
like
if you want to refresh yourself.
Yeah, so what a lovely space.
Yeah, and the bar area is really nice as well. You can like sit around the bar. All the cocktails are freshly made there.
Yeah, lovely. Yes. Oh. We're about to order some food, so we'll show you the food in a second.
Yes, I would like a burger.
Ah, well, we'll see what that's like.
They do cocktails here as well, so I've ordered a cosmopolitan. Oh, she's a good one. I think we said when we did the New York Clubhouse, you can always tell a good bartender by a cosmopolitan. Good bartender.
I've gone for an espresso martini, and the first sign is good. It's got a good head, so... Signs are promising. She is a really good one. Really coffee. Sometimes they're more sweet than pure coffee, but that's like so coffee. It's so nice.
Wait till it hits your bowels.
Yeah. Basically, if the stronger the coffee, the stronger the... If you know, you know. We'll see. I could do with a clear out before the plane, though, to be honest.
I am stuffed.
Oh my gosh, we're so full. We thought we'd not over-ordered. We were sensible.
Mm-hmm.
We shared some stuff.
We ate it all.
We do, but we were full.
We're full. The food here, though, is so good.
It's so good.
So we ordered the chicken wings, the vegetable gyoza, the venison burger, and a cheese board.
We did, yes.
And we polished it all off.
The wings... beautiful. They were habanero.
So tender.
Yeah. Not too spicy. Just a little tingle.
Yeah, it was peach habanero, I think. So it was supposed to be like a sweet, spicy mix. And I'm not great with spice, and I dealt with it fine.
Yeah, lovely. And then the vegetable gyozas with they had a chili oil.
Chili oil and a soy dip.
Really tasty.
Really good.
The star of the show, though.
Venison burger.
It's so good.
We had that in the New York Clubhouse.
And it comes with the brand on top.
Yes. So it must be a staple across all the clubhouses. So if you see it, get it.
Yeah.
If you're a meat eater. Because it's
They do a meatless, like a meat-free...
an impossible. Yeah.
Which I think, don't quote me, but I think it has the brand on top.
Possibly. The fries that come with it are really good as well.
Yes, really good. And then we finish with the cheese board. A lovely way to finish cheese board, isn't it, really?
It is. So, ordinarily, it would be cheddar, brie, and blue cheese. We asked for it without the blue cheese, because I don't want to mould. Even though Mark assures me that cheese is just mould.
It is just mould.
But we have, the full bellies has made us go incredibly tired.
We fall asleep. Maybe this is the first flight ever where we're going to sleep.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We both struggle to sleep on flights.
We do.
So we'll see. But at the moment, I think because it's such a relaxing space, and we're so chilled. It's like I could nod off, but I'm forcing myself to stay awake in the hopes that I will then nod off on the plane.
Hopefully my espresso martini will kick in.
What, and keep you awake?
No, to keep me awake until the plane.
Oh. You're just on the plane like, I'm so alive.
I mean, that might happen.
That might happen. The eagle-eyed amongst you might notice that we are changed.
Well, so my top's the same. David's top is different.
I've changed.
But
and
if you could see, we are no longer in shorts.
But you can't see. So tough. But one of the joys about a lounge like this is we've used the Zenden to get changed into clothes that are more suitable for an English climate, shall we say.
Definitely, we're going to go into the cold. But I would say, regardless of whether it's this club lounge, using a lounge at an airport is a game changer.
It is. Like, if you can afford to do it,
absolutely, it's worth it if you can afford it. It's so chill. The time here has flown.
Yeah, I think we said we had like 3 hours here, and I'm not making this up.
It's flown.
It feels like half an hour, maybe an hour.
Yeah.
It's just gone like a flash.
Whereas imagine sitting in the departure lounge on those metal chairs. No.
Yeah. Although I do think airports are getting better at seating and things like that for people that don't have lounge access. So there we go. But anyway, it is getting to time.
It is. We are soon to be called. So another good thing about a lounge, this one particularly, they are going to come around and collect us and tell us when it's time to board, which is lovely. So you can relax until someone tells you.
You're not constantly checking screens and like, have they called it yet? Someone will come and tell you.
Yes.
We hope.
Well,
no, they will.
They said they are. But it is a night flight that we're about to get on. And filming on a night flight is difficult, and we don't want to disturb people.
No.
So we're going to relax into the flight. We will see you when we are back in the UK.
Yes, we are getting the train back from Heathrow to Leeds. So there'll be an underground trip from Heathrow to King's Cross, and then the train from King's Cross on LNER. We're in first class as well for LNER.
Yes.
So that'll be a delight. Maybe have a nap there, because it's going to be, if we don't get sleep on this plane, we are going to be exhausted.
This'll be fun.
And we're home.
We are, yes. Truth be told, it's actually 2 months later.
Oops.
We were so tired after that travel home.
It's taken us 2 months to recover.
Yeah, well, we weren't going to film an outro when we got back, were we?
No, and I think it's nice to have a little break, come back to it, relive some of the highlights, and then speak to you fine people.
As we said, the series has not yet finished.
No.
We have 3 more videos coming up from our time in LA.
Yes.
So if you fancy watching those, make sure you subscribe.
I think we might have mentioned it before. We're going to Disney California Adventure, Disneyland, and Universal Hollywood.
Yes.
With a few bits in between.
I feel like all we've done in this video is talk at you. But I do hope you've enjoyed it.
If you have, and you're still here, please give it a thumbs up. We can't stress enough how much it helps us out if you do that. So a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet and you're still here, why aren't you subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and then you'll get notified of every future video we ever do for eternity. And as always, a huge thank you to our wanderers.
Yes, we already gave you a plug earlier on in the video. You're having another little plug
you lucky
now.
Things.
Your names will be on screen.
They shall.
We appreciate every one of you.
We do.
If the first Disney video is available, it will be over David's face right now. If not, the rest of the playlist from this series will be here. If you're not up to date, get up to date. We will see you over there if you fancy watching. But if not, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.